America, with your hosts, Michael and Jacob.
Big up, how you doing? Happy Wednesday, happy hump day, and as you know, hope you are doing the humping and the day is not humping you. It is almost over here in United States. I almost said United Spurs of America, but hey, how you doing, everyone? Sorry about that. But how's everyone doing? I don't know why I got sounds coming out of my computer. It's those most abrupt noises, but how are we doing? Episode, I believe, number 98 of the Untitled series here on United Spurs of America. Welcome in, everyone. Obviously not going to be the longest of nights. I do have to pull another shift over on STAFFY TV, so I will be redirecting to American Waffle. That is typically a Monday night show that we do, but we moved it around. We've been moving things around, but hey, how you doing? I hope you are too blessed to be stressed as I am. Obviously, there's a poll in the chat today. The question is, what do you think about these allegations around Spurs? Look, I didn't want to talk about it yesterday. I figured I'd just do the watch along and talk about it another time. To me, it's one of those things where I'd rather know all the information before I really publicly speak on it. That's just me personally. I feel like, do we really know? Do we really know any of the details of this? Sometimes I think that these things come out during international breaks really to just keep the piranhas fed, if you know what I mean. The piranhas being the press, this, social media, people who post about sports and shit, newspapers. It gives everybody something to do. So for me, I just want to talk about it lightly, look at what we can find out together. We can find out together. No Chewy today. The bed is empty. He's a fraud. He didn't want to show up for work today, so oh well. But hey, big ups to everyone who is already here. If you're watching live, please do hit that like. Don't forget to, if you're watching on playback, please do hit that like. It does make a world of a difference. So big up. Teabag is the first person in the house today. Always a friendly, lovely picture to see. Just a teabag there. Daniel out if we're guilty, and I believe he means Levy. Why are we interested in Joby Bellingham? Because he's the brother of Bellingham, I suppose. What's the latest transfer news? Nothing. Just rumors. Honestly, don't really care about it. Who's getting teabag on Sunday? Us or Villa? Remains to be seen. Look, we are 4 days out. That is the whole theme of this. So I did want to talk about, just how excited I am for Ainge Ball to be back, to be quite honest. Look, I think it's been a long international break. What is this, the third international break already? It's not a lot of fun, if I could be honest. It is not a lot of fun. But you know what is some fun? I did see Heung-min Son was on Men in Blazers. Now, this is a television program. I think a segment of some kind. I think it is something on NBC, if I'm not mistaken. I've seen the advertisement for it, at least. But obviously, the reason I bring it up is Heung-min Son was on there. Not sure when they actually filmed this interview, so it might have been still when we were right around the top of the league. That might be the case. Just based on the way that they were talking. But there was one specific quote that Son said that I even transcribed myself. That's how much I liked it. So I did want to bring up this quote. I did want to talk about a few things. So again, happy Wednesday. Hope you're doing well. Rich is here. Big up, Rich. First YouTube chat member in the house. Says, big up, Jacob. Big up, Rich. Says these international breaks are aggressively boring. Charges from 2008. Ridiculous. Yes, that is something I think I forgot to keep talking about, which was the poll. What do you think of these allegations around Spurs? 37% says old stuff will amount to nothing. 22% tied at 22%. If we guilty, we should be punished. And who cares? Slow news week, I guess. 19% says Spurs are some damn cheaters. And I put that out there for all them rival fans who just, they want to come here and give a little banter to Tottenham Hotspur. I say cheers to that. You can come here and banter me. Nothing any rival fan could say would ever change my feelings or perception about my club. So let them say whatever they want to say. Obviously, get your votes in. There's about over 50 of y'all across all 3 platforms. So big up everybody wherever you're watching. Do hit that like, follow, subscribe, all that fun business. But look, I do got some things that here's the quote. We'll start with that. Why did it do that? That's just poor production level. There's the quote. I tweeted it. There it is. From United Spurs of America. If you didn't know, there's the Twitter handle at @USpursOfA. It is obviously at the top of the screen on this background, but Sonny. So he was on Men in Blazers, and I typed this quote. I transcribed it myself. So proud, kudos to me. I want to say big up to myself. Drunk Vigo, you are a fool. You are an absolute fool. I'm trying to focus on a show, and you are just saying outlandish shit in my chat. You are wrong, and you are a naughty boy. So this quote. Give me a second. Drunk Vigo's an absolute fool. An absolute fool. I don't know why I looked down and I saw Drunk Vigo's comment. It says cello guy drinking his own urine in a mason jar. God, he's my number 1 hater. I swear, Drunk Vigo is my number 1 hater. But there's a thin line between love and hate, I suppose. Look, this quote from Son. He was speaking to me. All right. I'm going to compose myself real quick. He says the way he speaks, he's talking about Ange Postecoglou here, obviously. I put the picture with Ange Postecoglou there. Says the way he speaks, my heart is just bouncing. I just want to go out there and play for him and play for the club. It feels like he's just a part of the family. With the way that he speaks, everybody feels the same. There's a few things that I wanted to highlight here because honestly, for me personally, I feel exactly the same way. When I hear Ange Postecoglou's quotes, and I'm just a person in the States. I'm just a consumer of Tottenham Hotspur, right? And I always said that when Ange Postecoglou speaks and when he says things and they ask him questions about certain things and the way that he responds, to me, it always made me feel like I just want to run through a brick wall for this guy. And honestly, hearing Heung-min Son say it just kind of validates that experience for me personally. Because I feel like if you were a fly on the wall, listening to Ange Postecoglou give a team speak, I really feel like, how could you not? I mean, again, I just get to hear what he says to media and what people quote. I guess he says press conferences, etc. That's really all I'm privy to. And that makes me want to run through a brick wall. So I would assume being within the walls and him being like a father figure. He also goes on to say that he is a part of, he feels like a part of the family with Ange Postecoglou. That he feels like this father figure. He also goes on to say further in the interview, Heung-min Son says that, he's 31 and he feels like he's learned so much and that he has so much to offer in the sense of leadership, but that when he talks with Ange Postecoglou, he really feels like a young kid again, because he's like, wow, there's still so much for me to learn. There's still, so honestly, shoot, this wasn't even part of the show. I didn't even actually have this plan to be part of the show, part of the things I wanted to talk about, but I was listening to this Men in Blazers. They posted it on YouTube, and of course the YouTube algorithm found its way to me. I'm gonna keep running through the chat. Let's see who else is here. Drunk Figo's here, the absolute fool. How are you doing? John, all my homies hate Spurs. Well, all your homies don't sound like a good time. I'm just playing. They probably are cool people. But I would say this intro has been longer than Spurs trophy drop. No, that's not true. It's only 1:40 or so. I think that timed the intro to be about 1:50. So then that way at the end of the day, it was only less than 2 minutes before the show starts. And a lot of people do like 5-minute countdowns. So, hey, I figured cut it down a little bit. Yeah, it was 2 to 3 minutes, Rich. What is he talking about? Clinical, big up Clinical, the Jamaican citizen, says, defo a slow news day. Look, I think they just want stuff to talk about, and it's flavor of the month, right? They've been talking about Everton, the point deductions, etc. I think it's just kind of, they just want something to talk about. And why not talk about Tottenham Hotspur? That's going to get you a lot of clicks, you know what I mean? Lisa, big up Jacob, good evening. Smash the like on your way in. Big up Lisa. Make sure you are smashing the like. You know you've done wrong. What did I do wrong? Big up Chang. Says back on YouTube and on this and on this channel since the Wolves away loss, the back-to-back defeat stinks of Spursy vibes of old. Ainge needs his January transfer players in ASAP. Backup center back and center forward urgently needed. I would say not only center forward, we need to look at some winger options as well. There's a lot of positions, frankly, in my opinion, that we need to that we really need to look at. I'm saying at least 3. I know we average about 2 on a January, 1 to 2. The last year we only got Pedro Porro, if I'm not mistaken, so that was 1. And then the January before that it was 2 because of the 2 boys from Juventus. You know their names. But big up Chang, my good friend. I have it right here. There it is. I flashed it even quicker there, Chang. You don't want me to show everyone what you sent me, but I got it right here. And it's interesting. The news involving Tottenham Hotspur and these allegations is actually that's the person on the thing, if you know what I mean. Chang knows what I mean. The other amounts of you that just heard what I said probably don't know what I'm even talking about. Donovan, heading out, got to hit the gym and work before my game tonight. Have a good show, Jacob. Big up, Donovan. Always good to see you in the house, my friend. Have a good workout. Reminding me that I need to work out. Thank you for that. Nothing's wrong with your profile picture. It's just abrasive. It's just kind of abrasive. Igor's in the house. Big up Igor. Says big up Jacob. The Sunny interview on Men in Blazers. Pretty good stuff. Watched it earlier and jumped on your channel. Big up Igor. Yeah, I was watching it before the show started. Well, actually, I was on This Is Football yelling at Staffy and yelling at Saad before the show started. But yeah, big up Hussein with This Is Football. Yeah, I was actually doing that, but it was before I joined on that. I was watching that. It was about 11 minutes long, I believe. The Men in Blazers thing with Sonny. It wasn't all that long, but it honestly, I kind of, you know how my mind drifts off of Igor because you're here enough to see. Where's the other guy, Michael? Never see him around the channel. Yeah, honestly, he just got super busy, and I never took he's part of the channel, but he's just not here. But he's forever a part of the channel. He basically, what happened is he kept getting he got a promotion, then he got another promotion, then his schedule changed, then it changed again, and his schedule changed a few times, and it was just really hard to for him to. He was newlywed. It was hard for him to really plan out and do keep continually doing shows. So don't know what's going on with my internet. It shows that I'm super lagging. I don't know if you can, if I'm still live or not. Is my internet working? What's going on here? I feel like every time I come in here, my internet just start bugging out. I don't know why that is. I'm good. I appreciate LB. Yeah, big up LB. It's giving me, that Wi-Fi signal where it's got one little bar. It makes me feel like, am I even live right now? But yeah, Michael, he's still my brother. He's still my great friend. I send him more memes than he can watch. We're still, everything's cool. He just, yeah, it's hard for him to do stuff. So I kind of gave him some space. I felt like I was kind of bugging him a lot whenever I would hit him up. I know he had a lot on his plate. He kept getting, like I say, he kept getting promotion. And then he just you know what I mean? He started doing his thing. Now he's got a big old house here in El Paso. He's doing his thing. And, as a man who considers him a really good friend of mine, I don't want to put any more added pressure. So I kind of just, let him do his thing. I said, hey, whenever you're ready to come back, I'm right here. You're always a part of the channel. I'm never going to take his face out. I'm always going to consider myself one half of the United Spurs of America for whatever that's worth. To anybody who's been here from the beginning, Michael, y'all love Michael. That was a part of the whole product here that we had. But really, whenever I tried to take the channel up a notch and really start providing content every day, that's a big commitment that you know, it's hard for him to do so. But big up Michael. Michael's a great friend. Oh, every time. I mean, I talk to Michael almost every day, if not every other day. So, yeah, love the guy. Miss him around the channel, honestly. I'll be honest, I do miss him around the channel because he made my life a whole lot easier because he's very organized and he could host. I didn't have to host. I just came on here and just talked my shit and then called it a day. So, trust me, I'm missing Michael too. But he's also a really good guy. So, he's doing his thing. He's living his best life. So, shout out Michael every single time. And yeah, he knows he's always got his place here. Bottom line, he's always knows that. Sorry, I went on kind of a ramble there about Michael, but yeah, man, it sucks. We started this channel together, so again, he's always going to be part of the channel, no matter how big it gets, no matter how much goes on here, no matter how little it is. He's always going to be a part of it. Big up Drunk Figo, you absolute fool. Bobby K, how you doing? Big up Bobby K. Everyone go subscribe to 3 Spurs Boys as well. They're on the road to 1K. They're like less than 100 away. They're closer to 1K than I am to 3K. So please go subscribe to 3 Spurs Boys with Bobby K and them. They're some good olds. And also go subscribe to It's LB, my good Manchester City friend. How you doing? The American Dream on Sunday nights, then American Waffle on Monday nights. Look, I'm helping be the American contingent when it comes to representing at least my club in some healthy fashion. Maybe not healthy fashion. Maybe just a fashion, representing in some kind of fashion. Big up Jamie Gitt. Never a dull moment at this club. You are absolutely right. Ryan, how you doing? Big up Davey Crockett. Hey, don't forget the Alamo. Bottom line, end of the day, never forget the Alamo, my friend. Faz Radfar, how you doing? Big up Jacob. Big up Lisa. Always good to see you. Appreciate y'all helping me out when the Wi-Fi signal trying to play on my name. Honestly, I don't like that. When the Wi-Fi signal really trying to play on my name. I do not like that at all. But right now it's acting like it's good. And usually I could just blame it on Chewy, but Chewy ain't even here. But big up Igor, big up Ryan, LB, appreciate y'all. Big up for giving Michael his props. Yo, Michael needs his props. He needs the love. He needs everything. I would still, if Michael needs anything from me, he knows I'm just a phone call away. Like, he knows it. I know it. We know it. I would not love Tottenham Hotspur if it wasn't for Michael. So he's always a part of my Tottenham Hotspur journey, Bro, mine does that Wi-Fi thing all the time. I think it's just a bug. Don't worry. Yeah, but sometimes my Wi-Fi do be acting a fool. I remember I was live, and then they literally cut off the internet to the neighborhood. There was like a big power outage or something. Jacob always gives that story about Michael, but we all know Michael is 6 feet under the bottom of Jacob's garden, under the new patio. Hey, I only got 2 patios, one in the front, one out the back. But look, he's good. I could call him right now. Y'all, should I call him right now? I'm looking at the live chat right now. I know I'm behind, but that's just because I don't want to miss anybody's chat. Someone tell me, you want me to try and call Michael? He probably at work. I don't even know what his hours are lately, but he probably at work. 123 says, big up Jacob. Discovered you from Hissam's channel. I'm a Liverpool fan, but love how you keep Hissam in check. Hey, all I could do is call it how I see it, speak my truth, and that's what I do. That's all it is. Motaz Mahmoud. Hey, big up Motaz. Motown. You are too nice, bro. For what? What did I do? Well, I didn't do anything nice. Jacob, why don't you do live stream together with Will Stewart? Never seen you guys in stream together. We were on Footy Judge Mo weeks ago. It's been weeks, but we were on Footy Judge Mo together. Big up Ellie. How are you doing, Ellie? Just the girl loves versus. Yeah, you are cool, Jacob. Hey, appreciate that. I just joined as you were chatting to Bobby. Gave him the recipe for a Greek version of mac and cheese called macarona di forno. Macarona de fornicate. Is that what that is? I don't know. Igor, understandable. Big up, Igor. Barry, get ready. We're in for a steady round of losses. No. Look, Barry, real quick. Kuvo was on here. I was trying to remember who said it, but it was Kuva. Shout out Kuva every single time. He was on here. He was saying we're about to have 4 losses. He was saying we're going to lose to Villa. We're going to lose to City. And with the 2 losses that we're already riding, that would be 4 losses in a row. After that, it's West Ham and Newcastle. So that could be, some are saying 6 losses in a row. For me, Barry, ain't no way. Not only ain't no way, ain't no motherfucking way. We are about to take 4 L's in a row, let alone 6. You can clip it. Hang on. You can clip it. You can do whatever you want. There ain't no motherfucking way Tottenham Hotspur are about to take 4 L's in a row, let alone 6. That's just not going to happen. There's not a world that I can fathom in which Ange Postecoglou allows 4, let alone 6 back-to-back losses. That's not going to happen. It's not. And you probably say, Jacob, based on what? Based on what would you say is the reason why Ange is not going to lose 4 L's, get 4 L's? Because luckily for the sport, there's more than just 1 or 2 results that can happen. There's more than just winning and losing. I think Aston Villa, we have a good chance to get the draw. Some people say their away form is poor. I would say we also were poor at home versus Chelsea. So I would say those 2 things negate each other out. We have injuries. They have injuries. We have people coming back. I trust Ange Postecoglou to get it right. I trust Ange Postecoglou that he's had this little international break to look back and say, all right, this is what I got to do. And it's a lot of that is hope and belief in the sense of what I've seen from Ange Postecoglou, not what I've seen like firsthand. I'll be first to tell you, I ain't known Ange since the Scottish Cup. That's the first match I watched of Ange Postecoglou. Was his last match for Celtic because we were rumored to sign him and shit. So I really thought that at that time, I was like, okay, well, I want to watch this guy. And then you obviously go back and you want to see what he's done before. That might give you some kind of grasp into or insight into knowing what he's going to do in the future. And what a lot of people will tell you, most everybody will tell you at all the clubs, Yokohama, the Brisbane, sorry, that he started slow. He started getting some of the people he wanted in at a low price because he could work with a budget. He's got a good eye for talent, and he would get these players in at a low cost, which Daniel Levy likes that. Get them in at a low cost, and then start instilling your philosophy. And over time, the players will get it right. Another thing that Son said in the Men in Blazers pod that I listened to, he also said that he brought up the prospects of us winning the league and like what Son thought about that or like what our chances were. Because Ainge said, a dream is it lasts as long as it's supposed to last, which is just for a moment. And that's exactly that. I need to freaking exit this app out. Sorry, it's absolutely distracting me when people are messaging. He brought up about the possibility of us and what we could do with the season because of how we started. That historically our best season since the 60s, and that's when we went on to win the league, etc. And Son said, what I would say is that we are still grasping and applying the philosophy. He said something to that effect, but also this is a direct quote I remember. We still haven't shown the best versions of ourselves yet. So we're trying to get there. That's our goal this season. And honestly, that is like hornball music to me. I fucking love that because it's exactly how I feel. I had no expectations. We have to get top 4. We have to get top 6, European ball of some kind. I just wanted to see, can Ainge come in here and really just flip it and reverse it? Shout out Missy Elliott. And guess what? He put his thing down, flipped it and reversed it. And the expectations of Spurs fans and rivals have now, it started to change. Like the way that rivals even speak about us, it's like they're fucking scared of us. And to me, another hornball juice. Just absolutely drink it up because to me, talk to me nicely. I always say that. Look, we've taken 2 back-to-back L's. I can't get out the victory kangaroo. Legally, I cannot get out the victory kangaroo, but he will be back. I'm not saying that he's going to be back after Aston Villa. I'm saying that Villa, I'm predicting a draw. I think we will not go out there and put 4 because I do not think that we can beat Manchester City. They're starting the part where their oven's starting to heat up. They just turned it on to the temperature. If you got an electric oven, at least that's what I got here in this apartment. when you start turning it up, you turn it on and it takes a little bit to get there. What I'm saying is Manchester City, I feel like at any point they can turn that oven on. And I think that they have just turned it on and that it is now going to start heating up. And they're going to have to play Liverpool and then us. So they're starting to heat their oven up, play a team that, some people are predicting the challenge City for the eventual title. But look, I don't think 4 L's back-to-back is going to happen. I don't think you've seen the best version of Tottenham Hotspur yet. I'm not going to use excuses like injuries, refereeing, VAR, et cetera, et cetera. Look, every single time one of our players got a red card, they deserve to go off. Every time they got a yellow card, I think they deserve to get a yellow card. Play cleaner, take the referee out of the game. That has not even become a topic of discussion. Do your job cleaner, and you take out something that will be flawed, which is the refereeing, which is the decisions of VAR. We know that. That is a constant. It's always going to be happening. So, yeah, cheers to that. Big up, Bobby K. Put your link in there and tell people to go subscribe. Come on, everyone. Let's get Jacob to 3K and beyond. Share the link to your mates and smash that like button. Big up, Ellie. Appreciate you always trying to share the link out. Show the love. Big up. Oh, Ellie, I did want to tell you, I did just order. I didn't text you about it, but I was going to send you a photo of. I got my wife. She bought me the away and the away kit and the third kit, and I got Romero and I got Son. I was going to do Van de Veen, but I said, you know what? I got to get another Son jersey. I just got to do it. I love my son too much. I love Youngmin's son too much. So ordered both of those. They should be getting here right around Christmas time, so it's going to be perfect. But wanted to let you know because I know we were talking about jerseys and this, that, and the other. But I got them. They're on the way. They're on the way, Ellie. Soon you will be able to probably reproduce Michael on stream using AI. Ooh, that's a good idea. That's absolutely. Or maybe I could get him to record something. Maybe I could ask him hey, when you're taking a shit at work, just record a little video being Tottenham this, Tottenham that, and blah, blah, blah. And I could just play it during the streams. Maybe that's something I could explore. I don't want to use AI. That's too fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator type shit. We need proof of life. We need proof of life. Big up LFC Aaron. Evening Jacob. Evening to you. Hello, how you doing? Big supporter of Hassam. I always see you over there. Super chat. I think you're a mod over there as well, so big up yourself. Good to have you over here. Good to see some of the folks over there. Big up Hassam with This Is Football every single time. Love that guy. 4 L's in a row, bro. I'm speaking it into existence. I'm speaking into existence the fact that you were just factually incorrect. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I know it's not going to happen. I know it. Ask me why. Someone ask me why. I really hope somebody ask me why. Ronnie, Tottenham 3, Villa 2. Man City 4, Tottenham 1. Tottenham 3, West Ham 0. Or excuse me, 0. West Ham, we keeping a clean sheet versus West Ham. I love this, Ronnie. Tottenham 2, Newcastle 2, 7 out of 12 next 4 games. Okay. So that's 3 points, and then we get stomped by City, which, hey, no shame in that. No shame. We have no Madison. We have no Van de Veen. I feel like we have no chance to really Man City, they got to be doing their thing. If we get a result versus City at the Etihad, yo, I'm taking my shirt off and I'm running around town. Don't ask for receipts. So that's 3 points out of 2, and then 6 points out of 3. Ooh, and then 1 point out of that Newcastle. I honestly, look, I think Villa, I really think that we're going to get a draw here. I want to predict a win, but realistically, I think we can actually get a draw. And there's a few reasons why, and I'll talk into those more on tomorrow and Friday. There's going to be more shows, etc. The stream's not going to be the longest, so Newcastle, Tottenham, I do think we could get a point. It's at home. West Ham's at home and Newcastle's at home. They are 4 days apart, and those I was actually trying to go to those two. Full disclosure, financially was not able to, but when the schedule came out, I remember talking to my wife. I was like, I may try to go to these. There's 2 of them in 4 days. If I go for a week, ooh, that'd be nice. Couldn't afford it. You know, it's always fun to dream about it though. Sooner rather than later. And whenever the money's right, I'll probably be able to take my kids and wife so they can experience it too. But I was, you know, trying to see if I could go out there just on a cheeky little 1 week by myself, go see 2 Tottenham matches. Didn't work out. Did not work out, unfortunately. But hey, it's all okay. It'd be interesting if we have. Imagine we win both of those. I'll be so upset that I didn't go. I'll tell you that much, Ronnie. But look, that's 12 in the next 4 games. Oh, wait, 7 out of 12 in the next 4 games. I think I have us sitting at 5. I have a draw versus Villa. This is just, obviously, I hate doing predictions without knowing, you know, who's going to be playing. I think Villa's going to be very tough. Look, no Madison, no Basuma, potentially no Udogi. And I talk about often that, look, there's those 8 positions that we don't want anything to happen to, and we're missing 4. Well, we might actually be missing 5 versus Villa, which is we'll be missing Madison, we'll be missing Basuma, we'll be missing Romero, Van de Veen, and potentially Udogi. Udogi. You know, I like to keep it 100. We could be missing more than we were missing away at Wolves. And I think that's why a lot of people have us predicting that are predicting an L versus Villa. I'm crossing my fingers, crossing my toes, playing. You know, I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no crystal ball. But if I had $1 million, I'd spend it all. The shout out Sublime for that line, but can't tell you what's gonna happen. I can only tell you what I think may happen. But I do think we will lose to City. That is the one for sure thing. I think versus Villa, we will get a draw. Tottenham, West Ham, I think we're going to get the dub. That's going to be their cup final. Everyone thinks they're going to be up for it, but at the end of the day, they're West Ham. They fucking blow bubbles at their stadium. I used to blow. My son doesn't even like me blowing bubbles anymore. He's 3. I'm just saying. My wife likes the fact that there's a track around their field. To me, I think it looks a little bit like a high school stadium. You know, in Texas, they got a lot of high school American football stadiums, the size of, they got a track around it and everything, looking just like that. And spend a couple $1 million on it. So, to me, ain't nothing special. I don't even think they own that stadium. So, shout out Wet Spam. Tottenham versus Newcastle. I can see us getting a draw. Newcastle are going to have some tough fixtures coming up. They also got Champions League coming up, if I'm not mistaken. So, look, they're going to be playing some big matches. I think that we're going to be up for it. We're going to be at home. Going away to St. James is a different story. I don't think I feel so money honey, if you know what I'm talking about, if we were going to St. James. But it is at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, so that does give me a little bit of hope. Hey, big up Ellie, doing the promo for free. Appreciate that. A philosophy of L's. Drunk Vigo, my biggest hater. How you doing? Big up Gina Kim. How you doing? Longtime supporter. You were here when Michael was here. Hello, Jacob. It's not like I don't trust Ainge, but I really do not trust Dyer. And did you hear the news of Ashley Phillips' injury? Oh, did I hear the news? Oh, Gina. Big up Gina, first and foremost. Absolutely, I heard about the Ashley Phillips news. It's absolutely devastating, to be completely honest. Because the guy that we were all wanting and hoping Ainge would start ended up getting hurt himself. And isn't that just the num-nums, you know, the yummies? I'm looking through my bookmarks, and one of them's Gabriel Jesus getting clipped in the ear by Romero's boot, and he's like, oh my God, so silly. So silly. Look, I'll show you real quick. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He gets bonk. Yeah. Hang on. But big up Gina Kim. Yeah, I did hear about Ashley Phillips' injury. I was actually looking for the bookmark of it, and I can't find it. I don't know how far back it goes, but it was just, I saw it like literally just today. But it broke yesterday that he left the U19 World Cup with an injury. Not good. Not good. The bad luck just keeps rolling in. Look, everyone's saying that we were riding our luck early, and to me, I never once felt like it was actually luck. Look at these boys crying in this group chat. Absolute fraudulence. Shout out my son who's screaming in the living room. Love that. With Dyer in the starting 11, we are screwed, to be honest. Yeah. Dyer and Davies. I mean, that's the dynamic duo, right? Dyer didn't go to national team duty, so I'm hoping that Ainge did some spell, maybe he did a spell. Let's go with that. He casted some kind of spell. The Australian Greek in him, he knew some kind of spell, and he put him under a spell. Look, with Dyer, I didn't want him to start against Wolves, and when you watch those 2 goals that we conceded in stoppage time at Wolves, Dyer was, I wouldn't say the most involved in the sense of defending. I actually remember him vividly, Gina. Let's explore those goals together, Gina, just so I can really remember Eric Dyer and really, God. So the first goal from Sarabia, it was Eric Dyer. He had the ball on the right-hand side, almost kind of like in a right back, like a standard right back position on the pitch is where he was. I remember so vividly. I'm a picture person. I visually remember things, and like imagery is how I remember things. And I remember Eric Dyer standing in and around the right back position area in our half. He had the ball at his feet. No men were pressing him. The Wolves weren't running some kind of high press, really putting him under duress, and he just kicks the ball, and it goes right into the breadbasket of the Wolves manager, and he catches it, and he says, "Hurry up, boys, go ahead, catch him out. And what happens at that point? I think everyone knows. Yada yada yada. Eric Dyer backs up on his man, continues to back up. He continues to back up. Oodles and oodles of space. The man whips it in, and then Sarabia ends up with the goal. So that was the first one. The second one, I remember Lamina. Eric Dyer was already running to his left, and then Lamina, just more fast than Eric Dyer, ran right in front of him. And it was almost as if Eric Dyer was opening the door and said, "Here you go. Run right in front of me, sir, and I'll do nothing about it." Some people will blame Davies on that because they would say, oh, that was his duty to pick that. But Dyer was marking the man behind him. But if you watch it back, there was a guy who was behind that guy who's already marking that guy. So it's just a clear breakdown of communication in stoppage time when you need it most, with Dyer in the starting 11 playing almost a full 90 minutes. Look, we always knew with Dyer in the starting 11 for a full 90 minutes, we were absolutely screwed. My only inkling of hope, my only minute amount of hope is that he doesn't play the full 90. That he's probably going to start, yes, but maybe he won't play the full 90, Gina. Maybe. I can only hope. Big up Bobby the Greek. Big up Jake. Hope you and the fam have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Big up. Thanksgiving is tomorrow. Oh yeah, no show tomorrow. I forgot to say. I think I said there's going to be a show tomorrow, but that's an absolute fraudulent lie. It is Thanksgiving. I will be with my family. So I hope you all have a blessed and beautiful tomorrow. Obviously, I think it's just an American thing. Y'all don't celebrate that in the UK, right? Because it's all about like us getting food and corn from the Native Americans, and then the part they leave out is what happened later. But we did have a good feast with them one time, and they like to celebrate that. History would dictate another. Look, this is a football channel, so I'm not going to talk about the history of the Native Americans with the colonizers, but I think you all know it anyway. But hey, happy Thanksgiving nonetheless. It is a reason, regardless. That's something I used to use just because I had built up trauma that I hadn't dealt with regarding like my own family and stuff. So I used to not like Thanksgiving, and technically when I worked for the Cowboys, I worked every Thanksgiving, so it was really easy to ignore that like resistance to the holiday. But hey, as I've had a family, I've conceded to the idea and the notion that, you know, the holidays, while they may be built on a foundation of blood and horror, they can still be beneficial to you and your family right now, because it's about loving each other, giving thanks, being together, eating fucking food till your belly's fuller and shit. And if that ain't American, I don't know what is. So big up Bobby the Greek. I hope you have a great, anyone who is celebrating tomorrow, I hope you have a fantastic Thanksgiving. I'll probably post some kind of photo tomorrow, but yeah, nonetheless, I don't mean to ramble on about fucking colonizers and stuff. Faz says Spurs 3-1 wins against Villa, City, West Ham, and Newcastle. Faz, I love it because it's in your name, so it's really, when you give a prediction, it's so nice you're saying it twice. And Lisa says, I wish I had your optimism, Jacob. I wish I had Faz Radfar's optimism personally. Raven Sun says, I feel like Sean was loving on Levy for not putting us into these point deducting situations. Egg on his face. Big up Sean though, and happy Turkey Eve to you, Jacob. A Christmas message from Michael. Ooh, a Christmas message from Michael might be nice. I'll ask him about that. What I will say, big up Sean. I was on with him and Henry Wright and Deji. I was like, who the fuck was the fourth? Deji. That was my first time streaming with Deji. Yeah, we were talking about Everton. They got the point deduction. Then we were kind of talking about Chelsea and City, etc. And it was I remember there was a question, Ryman, where he said, "Aren't we fortunate, you know, now that we have Levy, that we won't ever have to be put in a situation like this, right?" It's kind of funny. I mean, there was another time he said something was absolutely not going to happen, then fucking an hour and a half later it happened. So it's kind of funny. Is that irony? I believe that's the definition of irony. Big up Ellie. Big love to all in the chat. Big up Ellie, one of our own from North London. She is the queen of North London. I don't really give a shit what anyone says. You ain't going to convince me otherwise. The sublime style still straight from Long Beach. Hey, there's some more of the lyrics. What the hell you drinking, Jacob? Looks like urine therapy. It's not, bro. I just don't put the cans on stream because they don't sponsor the channel. But if anyone knows anyone at Celsius, that's what I'd be drinking. When y'all see these crazy colored drinks, it's either I'm drinking my water or I'm drinking some Celsius or maybe coffee. Those are the three beverages I consume, and that's about it. Except on my birthday, I get Dr. Pepper because honestly, it's a Texas treasure. If you've ever had Dublin Dr. Pepper, if you're ever somewhere and you see Dublin Dr. Pepper, if you have to have it. It is Texas' little treat. Maybe not for the world because I don't think they have it everywhere in the world. But it's not PP. I'll tell you that much, Jamie. It is not PP. Toxic Headshot. How you doing, Toxic Headshot? Big up, matey. Big up yourself. Big up, Jacob. Drinking methylated spirits straight from the jar is southern as fuck. Big up Futility, great supporter of the channel. How you doing, Futility? Always great to see you here. I don't know what methylated spirits are. Oh wait, are you talking about moonshine? Because interesting story here, Futility, and I'm kind of rambling here. But my dad, so I'm half and half. I'm half Mexican and I'm half white, whatever that consists of with my dad's side. But he had like some great grandparents, or like some great grandparents, maybe not three great, but I think like two great grandparents for him. They were brought down by the FBI, the federales, the FBI here in the States back in the day, because when Prohibition was around, apparently my relatives were moonshiners and they had some distillery in the boonies, because my dad's from Arkansas. My mom's from here in El Paso. Well, technically, yeah, she was born here in El Paso, I believe. So anyway, long story short, moonshine is in my DNA, technically. I've just never... well, I have drank it, if I'm honest, but it was in high school. I was a silly child. Big up Donna Colon. Wagwan, Mr. Jacob. Don't know what Wagwan means, but Wagwan yourself as well. I'm thinking of getting a tattoo of Romero's boot studs on my shin. Dude should be so lucky. I don't know if that's a big up to futility, or if that's futility. I don't know if that's a big up to Romero or what. But if you needed some indication of how I felt, there you go. There's one more. If you need to know how I felt, futility, you're here a lot. You already know. You already know how I feel about it. Big up Daniel Field. Hello, hey. The dynamic duo. Who, Chewy? Who? Oh, because I said dynamic duo, Dyer and Davies. That's right. I wish Eric would F off and Dyer. Well, I don't wish that. He is married, so I would say I wish he would just go live a secluded life. Well, maybe not even secluded. Just live a life away from Tottenham Hotspur. Bro, you could literally go play for anybody. You can go live whatever life you want to live. You don't even have to live in solitude. Just leave us alone. You've terrorized this club long enough. You've embarrassed this club long enough. Eric Dyer, please just go. I don't wish anything ill upon you. I don't wish any bad upon you. Look, Harry Winks left, and I used to talk all type of shit to Harry Winks. But he left, and as soon as he left, bro, I'm so glad you're tearing up the championship. It is your level, so I'm glad that you found it, and you're thriving, and I hope nothing but good things. He's one of our own, etc. Dyer, you're not one of our own. But what I would say is, bro, just go live your life. You're newly married. Go enjoy it. Maybe go play for Sporting. I heard you the other day at your summit. You were like, "Oh my God, I love Sporting Lisbon. Oh, they're so great. This is my club, and this is my home, and I would love to play here again." Bro, go. I'll buy you the fucking taxi. I ain't even got money like that, but I will buy you the taxi. I guess you would need a taxi and then a boat, right? Because the UK is its own little island. So you would need a taxi, then a boat, and then another taxi. I'll pay for one of those taxis. I'll tell you that much. Big up Hassan with This Is Football every single time. My good friend says Yakub. Interesting enough, that was my first nickname. Shout out my best friend Faraz Sheikh and his brother Shazad. He called me Yakub when I was like very, very little. So that's the very first nickname I ever had. Unless you count my mom's nickname for me, which was Pumpkin, but we don't go there. James Paratrooper says Dyer was moving away from the ball when it was coming towards him. It's really no way to try and block a pass, is it? Can we please give props to Emerson? The way he moves is the embodiment of the GOAT from GOAT Simulator. Hey, Emmer GOAT. Never doubt Emmer GOAT. He is the one and only. He is the truth. Shout out Emmer GOAT every single time. Jimmy Guess says Eric Dyer is the only Premier League player who has insured his index pointer finger for £5 million. I'm sure his wife loves the way he points, because he's very good at pointing and then slightly moving, so that could be fun. We call Australia Day Invasion Day. That doesn't... I don't think that's a good thing. No, I don't think that's I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't know anything about that. TJ Warren TV, Waffler, make me a mod. What are we doing here? I'll tell you this much, you absolute fraud, TJ Warren TV. I like that everyone can see that you're paying the membership, but you know what? You did you make me a mod on your channel, you absolute waste bucket? You might have. If you didn't, you better fucking do it now, you absolute dumpster full of dirty towels. Deji's as delusional as you are. Shout out Deji. He's actually a good guy, so shout out Deji every single time. Scott M, 5-1 Villa. I doubt we would have won the game even with a full squad. Oh, so Scott M, you're on the Unai Emery hype train. You shout out Henry Wright TV. I think he likes Unai Emery as well. But look, I'll say this about Unai. He is what you would say, he's the human version of a cartoon character, of like a villain, like a Dracula, like Hotel Transylvania. He reminds me of that vampire. I think it was played by Steve Carell, or at least voiced by Steve Carell, I believe. Scott M, I'll say this, flipping and reverse it. What if we do the 5-1 on Villa? What if we split that up and there's 6 goals, a little 3-3, a little 3-piece for you, 3-piece for me, 3 chicken tendies for you, 3 chicken tendies for you, for me, and then, you know, we can split some fries. How about that, Scott? Big up Payush. Says, hey, Jacob, coming from Hassam stream. Big up, Payush, watching from India. Love your takes on Spurs. By the way, I'm a Liverpool fan. Big up, Payush. Hey, everything I say, take it with a dose of, I'm just, you know, Some say a wind-up merchant. I would say Katie Couric. I ask questions and I make statements, and some people don't like it, and it rattles a lot of people. When you have uncomfortable conversations, sometimes people could get a little upset about it. Look, shout out Staffy, shout out TJ Warren, shout out Saad. Look, these people, you say something, they're like a maraca. You just shake them up a little bit, they make a lot of noise. That's all I do. I respect Liverpool. I got a lot of respect for Liverpool as Premier League winners. Klopp, I think he's the second best manager in the league right now. You notice I said second. But big up Payush every single time. Good to see you. We got some people from India that tune in, Spurs fans as well. I'm thinking Ash is out there in India helping us get Ainge Postecoglou scanned into EAFC. Urinal Spurs of America from Hotspur Hippie. Big up Hotspur Hippie. How you doing, my friend? Appreciate the love. Rubbing alcohol, he means. Yes, that's what I mean. I'm half Greek, half Australian. Hey, futility. You got any spells you could cast on Eric Dyer? Where's the duck? Fuck the duck. That's where the duck went. I punched that duck. Actually, we made duck soup. No, we didn't. My wife would never let me do that. But I'm on a different. Hey, I'm on a different StreamYard account now. Hotspur Hippie, don't come at me. You did mod me and then you unmodded me. You absolute fucking waste bucket. You absolute waste of space. You unmodded me? All right. Watch this. Boom. You're unmodded. You're unmodded now, TJ. I unmodded you. You unmod me? I unmod you. You absolute fraud. Go to TJ Warren TV, subscribe, and tell him he's a fraud. On every single video he's got, hit a like, hit a comment, and say, you're a fraud. I would appreciate that. If everything is rosy, as other Spurs fans says, and Levy says, where do you think Spurs will be in the next 3 seasons? I've said that I will not really judge Ainge Postecoglou in a harsh light until I've seen him get his players in for about 4 windows. Now, that is my prediction that we are going to at least back the manager in a minute to average, potentially significant manner that could lead us to something. So my hope here, Payush, is that, I hope I'm saying your name right. Again, correct me if I'm saying your name wrong. I never want to say anyone's name wrong, but I don't think everything's rosy. I think results were favoring our performances, and we were outperforming maybe a little bit because we took some people by surprise. But once I always said in the beginning of the season that you get 5 to 10 matches of game footage of Ainge Postecoglou and what he's doing, you're going to start to see us struggle. And that's what you're witnessing right now, which is now teams know this is how he lines up. This is what he's going to do. And then, of course, you take out the fact that half, maybe potentially more than half of our core 8 players that we need, those positions not touched, we're going to be missing half of that. So, look, I know you're kind of asking about the next 3 seasons. I think with Ainge Postecoglou, if we properly back him, and again, this is that conversation people fucking hate having, which is backing. Did you back the manager? I would say that I hope that we do. I hope that we back him to a point where he feels confident. And he's worked with 2 picks, and he's made castles. So my only hope is that he could do the same fucking thing here. Look, I had the same hope with Jose Mourinho that he could help us get over the hump of winning a trophy. He got us to a final, and we sacked him. Nuno, I had no hope of anything. That was just, I guess we'll just live this life for now, and we'll see where we're at in a few minutes. And then with Conte, again, it was that, okay, this guy's a winner. Maybe he gonna come in here and help us win something. But then you find out, oh yeah, this guy, he actually needs this, this, and this. And there was no way in hell we were ever gonna give him this, this, or that. And he didn't even ask for that. But we ain't even gonna give him that. So that's my point, is I never truly feel as though we're going to back the manager properly to whatever extent that satisfies like Spurs fans. But I think we've at least started baby steps. We've done some things. We got Winks gone. That's one of the deadwood gone. And we got James Maddison in. That's good business. We got Vicario. We just found our keeper for the next however long. Some might say even 8 to 9 years. We could, if he's a good, solid keeper and he continues to improve and show the prowess he's had, we could keep Vicario for another 8, 9 years easy, and then worry about goalkeeper problems at that point. Van de Veen, same thing. Udogi, same thing. We're building. We're revamping. This house has been hit by a number of things that are not suited for this conversation at this juncture. But look, the house is not in livable conditions right now, but we are starting to try and make steps to get in that direction. So long may that continue. Let's keep making improvements. Let's just be better than we were the day before. That's all I can ask for. And as far as where we're at right now, we're in top 4 it's in November. We might be able to end the year within and around top 4, top 5. That's fucking incredible if you consider where my mindset was at the beginning of 2020, February, March last year. So, yeah, man, I'm still pretty happy with what we're doing, but it's a process. It's going to take time. Uncomfortable conversations equals, can you rattle Staffy later on, please? Absolutely. What do you think I'm going to do? I'm absolutely going to rattle. I just set up the redirect, y'all. So I will be redirecting straight on over to American Waffle right after this. I'm going to go for just a couple more minutes, make sure I catch up in the chat with y'all. And also if I'm late, that's what it's going to be. He's going to just have to hold that. David Shear, how you doing, David Shear? Morning, Jacob. How you doing? Good morning. Damn, you guys play on the same EAFC team. I hope Minison and Sonny don't talk to each other like this. Futility, what I will say is TJ is an absolute fraud bucket. And yes, we do play on the same EAFC team, but he's fraudulent. And the only reason his guy has as many stats as he does is because I carry him. And look, whenever TJ, I tell him all the time, I say, TJ, play less like Odegaard. I know that's who you watch and everyone thought was this, oh, he's such a good cam. Look at what he did last season. Look, last season aside, what's he done now? Talk to me lately. Talk to me nicely lately, Odegaard. What you done now? People told me when we signed James Maddison that Odegaard was better. They all said he was better. Where are they at now? Where are they at now? TJ, I'm looking at you. You absolute fraud. So when I play EAFC with TJ, I say less Odegaard, more Maddison. And when he does that, he's actually a good player. When he does that. But then there's times where he reverts back to his old self, which is, guess what? Odegaard. Arteta mindset. And then I have to correct him. I have to say, look, just because we're 2-1 down and it's halftime doesn't mean the game's over. But he has that Arteta mindset, that defeatist, oh, I guess I'm just going to crumble. It's an embarrassment. Oh, it's an embarrassment. It's all falling apart. Hassam is in Ainge's head. That is the furthest thing from true. Gotta love Australia Day. Don't know what that is. I hope that's a good thing. You're saying it 98% right. Big up. Hey, big up, Payush. I was it 2% wrong. I don't think Ainge is worried about any of YouTubers. You're probably right. What I would say is if this message of somehow the YouTube universe somehow finds its way into Ainge Postecoglou's ear and he's now officially 1 hour in here, I would say, Ainge, I love you. I support you. I trust you. I hope Daniel Levy and this club properly back you. And then let's see where we can go, because I think the stars are our future. We can do it together, Ainge. I really feel like this man can change everything with my club, to be honest. Let's be honest. By the way, Ainge talent ID is great, and his man management as well. He's going to be great in the Premier League, third best, but Pep and Klopp are a notch ahead. Look, respect to respect. They both, how can I say anyone's better than Pep? That man's a bald-headed genius bastard, but Klopp as well. He's a veneer-wearing absolute bastard, but a lot of respect. When it comes down to playing him, I never feel confident because, especially at Anfield, I mean, the guy is shit. Anyway, this isn't a Liverpool. Fuck Liverpool. But respectfully, your baby steps are regressing back to crawling, bro. You are tripping. Hey, keep hating. Keep hating. I love that the rivals want to keep doubting. They see 2 losses. Oh, the Ainge hype is going to die. That's what Hassam said. He had a whole tweet about it. Oh, the Ainge hype is going to die. This, that, and the other. Where's it at now? I'm still hyping up Ainge. What are we talking about? I'm still hyping up Ainge. Oh, shoot. I think I'm late for American Waffle, y'all. I'm late for American Waffle. They're probably upset. Hey, Yakub, arrived late today. Hope you're well. Where's Stewie? My team for Sunday. Vic, Poro, Dyer, Davies, Udogi, Sar, Hoiberg, Benti, Johnson, Sun, Kulu, come on, you Spurs. That doesn't sound like the greatest 11, but you're probably nail on the head there. Doesn't sound great, though. A lot of names in there I do not like to see. Yes, I did see Sonny dominating China. And then I saw him smiling and laughing in everybody's face because they were upset that he was dominating them. 2 goals and an assist and a 3-0 win. Talk to me nicely. Big up chat every single time. The only problem with projects is you have to retain your talent while you're strengthening enough to win trophies. Ainge or no Ainge, that's something Spurs have always struggled with. It is. It is. But let's turn that page together, Rich. That's what I'm hoping for. Look, I'm going to hustle and bustle through this. I am late for... I am late. Yala Jacob says Staffy at 6:04. So he said that 4 minutes ago, so he's probably fuming. Hi, Jacob. Hope all's well. Love to you and family from Melbourne. Big up, Stephen Collins. Hope you're well as well, my friend. Good to see you. I will be ending this very, very shortly. Good news for Levy is good talent or bad talent. Doesn't matter. Ainge can't win either. Oh, wow. Love that, Scott. You're feeling optimistic, and I love it to see it. Let's see. There I go. Cello guy is shook. I'm not shook. I'm just late, and I hate being late. I hate being late. What's the Thanksgiving table at the Jacobs' look like? Not that big because it's just my wife, myself, my son, and my unborn daughter. But don't worry. I will be eating. Technically, my in-laws are going to be making food, and then we're going to pick it up. But we're still doing the quarantine thing to be safe for my son's health, etc., etc. But look. Big up, Ryman. I hope you have a great Sunday. I hope every Sunday, fucking Thanksgiving, not Sunday. Look, I do got to keep this short and sweet. I do apologize. My wife came home, and then I started the stream, and then now I got to go jump to another stream. But we did do over an hour here. I hope you were too blessed to be stressed, as always. It is a short episode, a shorty but a sweetie. Friday, I'm looking at bringing a actual preview to the channel, and then Saturday maybe we'll do a watch along of a game, or maybe we'll do like a Saturday night talk to me nicely night. I don't know. We'll see. Big up David Shear. Thank you, Jacob. Let's smash the likes, people. Hey, hit those likes up. Big up everyone who has hit the likes. If you're on live or on playback, big up yourself right now. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. 63 votes. I appreciate everyone who did partake in that. 48% saying old stuff will amount to nothing. Look, I'm not too concerned about the FFP bullshit. I didn't do a whole long video about it because I'm not real clickbaity. And also, I don't really like talking about shit that I don't really know the intricacies of. So I'm not going to do that. But I did want to talk about it nonetheless because it is relevant news, and I mean, fucking, it is international break, so there you go. But hey, everybody, this has been short, but it's been sweet. I hope if you watch this back on playback, you enjoyed it. Maybe you like a little bit of a shorter format instead of Jacob rambling for 2 hours. I don't know. You tell me in the comments below. Please let me know. Obviously, I always reply to every comment. I'm not like the Hotspur hippie. He will not reply to comments, but I will. If you give me something to reply to, I'll reply to it. But big up everybody who does support the channel. Make sure to hit a like, subscribe if you're new. Again, we are on the road to 3K, so thank you everyone who has tuned in to episode number 98 of the Untitled series here on United Spurs of America. But until next time, folks, stay blessed, stay fresh, up the lads, and come on, you Spurs. Quiz.
United Spurs of America with your hosts, Michael and Jacob.